Welcome, everybody, to my evening free live tarot reading. I am in the Garden Tarot, and tonight's free reading is answering the question, why isn't fill in the blank communicating with me? And this can be family, friends, romantic partners, crushes, bosses, employers, potential employers, schools, and other people. Hi, AA, and other people and entities that you want to hear from. I'm well. How are you? It's been a peaceful day working on my crafts. It, I don't want to know the name of the person, but thanks for letting me know. What I would like you to do is, as you're I want you to breathe. Hi, it's good to see you. How's your sciatica, cat? I'm going to do AA's reading and then I'll do you next. AA, I would like you to, as you breathe in, I want you to picture this person's face, and as you breathe out, I want you to say this person's name. Well, thank you, honey. I hope you're feeling better. I just want you to focus on this person's name and face as I shuffle the cards. I thought you guys were going to have a show tonight, but I didn't see it anywhere. Yeah, I had sciatica really bad when I was pregnant. So AA, hopefully you're focusing on this person's face and saying their name. If you're someplace where you can't say it out loud, then just say it in your mind. Okay, AA, I'm shuffling for you. AA wants to know why this person is not communicating with them. The person that is on their mind. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Okay, AA, here we go. So the first card here is the Eight of Cups. The second card is the Seven of Swords. And the third card is the Five of Cups. I think they're kind of feeling a little hurt and cheated. Like, I don't know that you're necessarily the person that hurt them or made them feel less than, but we've definitely got on the bottom the Four of Cups. So when I see this kind of combination, what I'm thinking is that there may have been a misunderstanding, or maybe there wasn't. Maybe there's something you did that you know was the wrong thing to do or cruel in some way. But they're definitely not happy right now. They're definitely feeling kind of hurt and betrayed and tricked. So that would be the reason why they're not communicating with you. AA, that is your reading for tonight. Would you like to give me a number, 1, 2, or 3 for your oracle card? I see. 3. So you chose the clarifying life situations, and it says, Harbor of Peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Oh, thank you, Calypso. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Okay, AA. You know why they stopped the connection, and of course, you know why you broke the friendship. So, if you want that friendship to be developing again, or if you want to know a little bit more about that, just let me know and we can do a reading on it. The donation for the mini reading is $8. But other than that, AA, I'm sorry you're tired. I hope you start feeling better. So, Kat, you're up if you're interested. Would you like to ask a question about why a certain person isn't communicating with you? Or do you just want to hang out? Both are okay. Thanks, AA. Don't forget to like. Um, yeah, I guess Sabrina went to go visit her daughter. I'm guessing. You're welcome, AA. I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll be dealing with the planet Jupiter tomorrow. So let me get up here to my message. I can repost my message. So with communication reading, it doesn't have to necessarily be a person. It can also be a boss or an employer or a potential employer, school, or any other people or entities that you want to hear from. So like maybe you're waiting to hear from a doctor about an appointment or something like that. But you don't have to do a reading. You can just hang out with me. I haven't I was just thinking today that Julie used to come in. I haven't seen Julie much. Okay. So don't tell me who it is or what it is. All I want you to do is, as you breathe in, just say to yourself or out loud the person or entity. And as you breathe out, I want you to picture that person or entity. So if it's an entity, maybe like picture the office or things like that. So Kat would like to know why this person or entity is not communicating with them. And Kat is focusing her breath and her mind on that particular person. So she's joining me in the energetic field here to get a clear answer about why they are not communicating. Why are they not communicating? What's coming to me before I lay the cards down, and I may be wrong about this, is she's just busy or they're just busy. So let me see. Let me see. Kind of tickling my frontal lobes there. Let's see what we get. It's Temperance. It's a beautiful card. 6 of Cups reversed. The word shame just came into my mind too. I don't know why. And the 9 of Wands. So Temperance. So right now they're kind of doing the alchemy of life, and that is kind of a full-time job for them. And we've got the 6 of Cups reversed. So hold on, let me think about this for a minute. Let me look this up real quick because I want to make sure I'm answering correctly before I speak. Oh, where are you? There you are. Yeah, they're kind of detaching from life right now. They're probably a very sensitive person. Not sensitive like their feelings get hurt, but sensitive like they kind of feel the vibes in the world. And the vibes right now for them is making them uncomfortable. And then with the 9 of Wands, they've kind of, with the 9 of Wands, they're taking kind of a step back from the situation, and they're wanting to get kind of a bird's eye view or an objective viewpoint from the situation. And then on the bottom here, we have the Page of Cups. So this is a person who is just very psychically sensitive, very intuitive, and sometimes They need to take a break from the energies of other people and the energies of rooms. This is the stained glass tarot cat. It's called the stained glass tarot. Isn't it pretty? So yeah, just a very sensitive person who sometimes needs a break from the world. It's just how they are. But you don't need to worry about them. They'll be okay, I'm sure. So I always invite people to give me a number 1, 2, or 3 to pick an oracle card for them. Sometimes it really applies to the reading, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, good, I'm glad. What number would you like, 1, 2, or 3? 2. So you picked from the Messages from the Universe deck, and it says, love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. So, this could be directed towards you, but it could also be directed towards the person that's not communicating, that they need to learn to say no. They need to take care of themselves. All right, girl. Yeah, it's a really pretty deck. I mean, even the backs are very colorful. I like color. I kind of go between. I have to be careful that the deck I have doesn't have a lot of nudity in it. So I just realized I didn't hide my comment. It kind of blocks the view. How's your mom doing? Yep, I had out my. I don't have it up here now. It's called the Witch's Tarot, which I really like. Oh, I'm sorry. You both are. It's like you guys are mirroring each other. But it has some very obvious nudity in it, so I had to stop. I had this one reading where I had my 2 fingers over 2 particular areas on the card because of the nudity. But yeah, I've been working on. I don't know if they're going to come across very well on the screen, but I've been working on these. It's called kitagashu or something like that, but it's basically pieced work. And this one I've actually sewn on, so I've been making these hearts that are kind of like patchworks. And I did 3 of them today, among other things. This one's got gold foil on it. I don't really care for the gold. It needs something else. I have one more, but it's over on the other side of the room. I was really enjoying it. The kita gashi or whatever it is actually fabric that's like poked into styrofoam, so it's kind of soft and fluffy. This is just paper. But I've been kind of in a dry spell for a while, art-wise, and I've just finally kind of gotten inspired. I put a video on Designated Crafter about what I've been working on. Oh my goodness. My brother's leaving for Las Vegas tomorrow. He just got back from a trip to Florida with his family, his daughter and his grandchildren and her husband, and I think some other relatives of his daughters. Well, you're busy. You're a busy woman, right? Busy breaking your body. Goodness. So, have you gone to the doctor about the sciatica? I got the impression that you have. Too busy. Because I don't know what the cure is. Is it like, is it caused by sitting too much, or do you need to not sit? Oh, an MRI. Oh my goodness. What are they going to find out with an MRI? I mean, I got it because my son was sitting on top of that nerve when I was about no, 4 months, 3 or 4 months, but I wasn't showing yet, so may have been 3 months pregnant. But it hurt to walk around. It didn't hurt so much to sit as it did to walk. Oh yeah, that's right. And you get migraines too. Did you fall on your backside? I was under the impression you fell forward. Like, yeah, it hurts to sit. Well, I'm sorry about that. Not a whole lot you can do about it except they're probably steroids and anti-inflammatories or something like that. So I've changed up the way I'm doing these free readings now. I'm providing the question based on the whatever planet rules that day, like today's Mercury. Injections of steroids? Yeah, it helps me. Well, plus I've been showing people how they can interact with the reading to get a better result. Because I get the feeling people just kind of come in and just sit there and wait for you to say something. Yeah. I'm, they told me because I have eczema on one of my arms that, flares up from time to time. And they told me all I could do is put lotion on it and they could give me steroid cream. But I'm like nervous about steroids because I've heard that they can affect your bone density. I don't know if that's true. And I'm not at an age where I want to be messing with my bone density. Feeling real physically right now, though. Tomorrow I'm going to the store. I'm going to get on the old people bus, take the old people bus to the store and get some jump rings. I need them for a project. Hey, Sanaya, welcome in. Sanaya, we're doing questions on why isn't whoever or whatever not communicating with you. So if you'd like that reading as I'm shuffling the cards, what I'd like you to do, it's just as you breathe in, I want you to think of the name of the person or entity, and as you breathe out, I want you to picture them in your mind as I'm shuffling the cards to find out why isn't this person or entity communicating with Sanalia right now. Breathe in, think of their name, breathe out, picture their face or picture the entity, whatever it is. Okay, bye, Kat. I hope you feel better. Sanalia would like to know why this person or entity is not communicating with them. Sanalia would like to know why this person or entity is not communicating with them. Make sure you're focusing on your questions, Sanalia. So right now I'm getting a sensation in the area of my heart, in my body. Sometimes I get that. It may mean nothing, but perhaps it's pertinent to this reading. Okay, so the first card that comes out is the Knight of Swords. The second card that comes out is the King of Swords. And the third card that comes out is the Page of Wands. Wow. 3 individuals. One is about your age, one is older than you, and one is younger than you. So I want to say that this is a group of friends or a group of family or a group of co-workers. So the word gossip's coming into my mind. So are you concerned that people are talking about you? And isolating you? Where you feel isolated from a group of people? So that's kind of the vibe. the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. So these are mental people. These are people who are thinking people, analytical people. Um, and then with the Page of Wands, we've got someone who's kind of passionate. Yeah, I'm confused myself, so I want to look at these a little bit, especially the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. They, though the Knight of Swords is kind of, it's fast moving and sometimes unexpected communication. So I would say that the reason why they're not communicating is they were kind of surprised to hear from you in the first place. They're working through things. They're trying to make decisions about stuff. Um, and then with the King of Swords, they they're kind of blunt, and maybe they're trying to think of a polite way to say what they want to say, and they're aware of the fact that they can be a little bit too blunt. A lot of times the King of Swords can represent someone who's involved with the law, or who's a scientist or a diplomat. So that's something to think of. But then the Page of Wands, that person is probably, it's weird that it's a group of people that aren't communicating. So there's no group of people that they could possibly be referring to, is what you're saying to me. Okay. So this person um, is kind of, they're the one that's willing to put themselves out there and speak their truth. And so they could be like, if it were an employee situation, be kind of like a whistleblower type person. But on the bottom of the card, we have the Hermit. So I think the reason why they're not communicating with you is they don't think you're interested in hearing what they have to say. Yeah. Yeah, that would be someone who's younger than you. But they don't think you'd be interested in whatever their drama is, and that's why they're not communicating. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. If you want to pick a number between 1 and 3, we can read your oracle card. One. Past. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. So whatever it is that they're not communicating about, it's definitely about some kind of actual event that happened in the past. So I don't know, maybe you need to get in there and clear the air with them if you feel comfortable doing it. There's no shame in walking away from a situation. That's not healthy for you. Alrighty, my friend. I just feel like there's a real significance to having those 3 people. Yeah. 3 people in particular. And like I said, the knight be representing someone who's on your level or your age, and the king representing someone who's older or possibly an authority figure, and then the page being a younger person. You're welcome, honey. Hope to see you again soon. Tomorrow's Jupiter, so we'll be doing questions around the expansive energy of Jupiter. So believe it or not, my friends, we have been in here for almost a half an hour now. I usually hang around for about an hour unless it gets super busy. I want to make sure that everybody gets the reading, so I might hang around longer if there are people here at that time. If not, should be here about another half hour. Hey, Divya. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Uh-oh. Did I lose you? There you are. Okay, what I'd like you to do is whoever it is or whatever it is that's not communicating with you, because it can be a business, a potential employer, a doctor, anything like that. I want you to, as you breathe in, to think of the person or entity's name, and as you breathe out, I want you to picture them in your mind as I'm shuffling the cards. And we will find out why this person or entity is not communicating with you right now. So breathe in the name, breathe out the vision as I'm shuffling the cards. So we're going to get a strong connection with who is not communicating with you and why. I'm looking at, I spelled communicating wrong. Oh my goodness. Who's not communicating with Diva? And why are they not communicating with her? Who's not communicating? Why are they not communicating? We're breathing in the name, we're breathing out the picture. Why are they not communicating? All right. Getting really good energy in my third eye. Page of Swords. The World. And the Hierophant. They are off on their own adventure, my friend. It's not that they don't care about you, it's just that they got other things that they're excited about and they're exploring, and they want to learn as much as they can about that thing and explore it as much as they can. You're not the only one that they're not communicating with. And there's also on the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Swords. So there is a certain it's interesting we have the Hierophant and the Four of Swords, because that kind of indicates almost like going to a monastery, like going away on a spiritual quest. So I find that intriguing about this person or entity. So not to worry, you're not the only person they're not communicating with. They're communicating with their soul right now. And they're going on that quest. They want to take it to the whatever conclusion it comes to, and they want to expand their horizons and expand their spiritual path. Possibly even going to like a, I can't think of the name for like a commune where you go and you spend time focusing, meditating, whatnot. Ashram, kind of like an ashram kind of thing. All right. If you want to pick an oracle card, just tell me the numbers 1, 2, or 3. Three. So your card is Emerging Dawn. Trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. Every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. After the dark comes the dawn, right? Thank you, darling. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow I'll be exploring questions with the planet Jupiter and its effect on the Thursday, the day of the week, Thursday. You're welcome, honey. I hope to see you again. So tonight's question is asking why someone isn't communicating with you. And the reason why I picked that question was, first of all, this is Wednesday, and Wednesday is ruled by Mercury, which is very much about communication. He's also involved in intellect, adaptability, how you express yourself, curiosity, quick thinking, versatility, and decision making. Also, problem solving and learning. And the other reason why is because a lot of people will ask me that question. I haven't heard from this person. Why are they not reaching out? Why are they not communicating with me? So I thought there'd probably be a lot of people who might want to ask that question, might want to have an answer to that question. If you're just stepping in, just say hello and we'll go ahead and get your reading started. I'll give you a few pointers on what to do and we'll see what the cards have to say about that communication issue. Seems like Wednesday night is historically a slow night as far as like interaction with people. If that continues to be the case, I may drop Wednesdays. I may just do um, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. By the way, I'm going to be doing some Sunday readings, very special readings about kind of a wrap up of the week. And so, in the readings that I'll be offering on Sunday, it'll be what you faced, what you learned, and what you should take into the week ahead. It's a really good set of questions to finish out the weekend, to get ready for the week ahead. Um, I will be asking for a donation of $3 in order to get this reading. Normally, I do free readings twice a day during the week. This will be the one reading that will be a $3 reading. Wrap up of the week. If you're a person who's seeking to grow as a human being, as a spirit, um, you might want to look into this particular reading on Sundays. What time on Sundays, you ask? Well, that's a very good question. I haven't decided yet. Normally, I have a session at noon my time, which is Central Time, and about 10 p.m. my time. I think this will probably split the difference. I'll probably do it around 3 o'clock just because that number 3 is so magical. It's such a manifestation number. Speaking of times, my afternoon reading tomorrow won't be till 4 p.m. Central Time instead of noon because I'll be running some errands. Don't think I'll be back home in time for the Jupiter reading tomorrow until about 4 p.m. my time, Central Time. And then my evening one will be at the same time, around 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We are going to be talking about our friend Jupiter, who rules over the Thursday. It's actually the name Thursday in English comes from Thor's Day, but in other Latin languages it is vendredi, mercredi, samedi, jeudi, lundi, mardi, mercredi, samedi. The samedi. Mm-hmm. No, jeudi, excuse me, I kept saying wrong. Jeudi, which is Jupiter. Hello, Great Kitchen. Absolutely, my friend. So the question today is, why isn't fill in the blank communicating with me? It can be a person or an entity. What I'd like you to do as I'm shuffling the cards is, when you breathe in, I want you to think of the person or entity's name. And when you breathe out, I want you to picture the person or entity. Great Kitchen, for the free readings, it's only the question that's posted on the scrolling ticker right there. If you would like to ask a question about your life in particular, I do offer those readings by donation. The 5 card mini reading is $8, and you can get that reading by sending me $8 through my Venmo, CashApp, or PayPal. Would you like to do a reading like that? Or do you want to do the free reading? The free reading tonight is, why isn't fill in the blank communicating with me? It can be a person or an entity. Let me know if you'd like that free reading by saying hi in the chat. I do offer a by donation reading as well if you have a specific burning question you want answered. But the free reading would be about communication. Hey! Hey, Zara! Hi, Starry Eyed! How are you doing? Welcome in, guys. You both came in at the exact same time. So do either of you want to get that free reading, or you just want to hang out? Either one is okay with me. Please click the like button. Yes. Starry Eyed has her own tarot reading, live tarot readings as well. Starry Eyed Tarot, I might want to check her out. Zari, do you want to get the free reading tonight? So are you, my friend. I tell people all the time about how you were such a willing to share information with me and help me out on this. Yeah, we are going to team up. Yes, we are. I think I lost Zara. She said hi, and then she said bye. Or she didn't say bye. She just kind of disappeared. Okay. So how was yours? Oh, is she back? I don't know. We'll find out. How was your session tonight, Sophie? Did it go well? Aw, thank you. Do you want like the mini reading or? Oh, that's okay, Zara. I think Starry is going to be getting a reading. Starry, are you okay if I go ahead and do Zara's free reading real quick? Oh, that's good to know. I hate it when our laptops act up. Zara, I always enjoy, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I always enjoy having people that I know come back and say hi and get their reading. It feels good to help other people. I'm just waiting for the okay on you on whether you want to do a free reading. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sophie. So, Zara, I just got a donation from Sophie. Donation readings have priority. So if you want to sit tight for a minute while I do her reading, then I will get right back to you with the free reading. Is that okay? And Starry, whenever you're ready, let me know what your question is. Okay, cool. Thank you, darling. What's your questions? I keep calling you Starry because that's what the word I'm looking at. Sophie, what's your question? Oh, okay. So, Sophie, I always tell everybody that when they ask a question while I'm shuffling the cards, as you breathe in, I want you to think of that person's name, and as you breathe out, I want you to picture that person. So while I'm shuffling the card, breathing in, you're thinking the person's name. Breathing out, you're picturing that person in your mind. And we're going to find out if Colin is being honest about this Dana lady. Is Colin being honest with Sophie? Is Colin being honest with Sophie? I'm getting the feels in my heart area, Sophie. On my right side. I don't mean I'm having a heart attack. I mean I'm getting that vibe. It's Colin being honest with Sophie about this other person. This honesty lived with him. Yeah, I can't say that I buy it either. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, so we come out strong with the Four of Wands, followed by the King of Cups reversed, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Lovers reversed. Okay, Sophie, this is what I'm getting from this. No, he's not being honest. However, I think that he's getting ready to what is it they call it? Define the relationship with this person. So being a guy, and I'm sorry if I'm harsh on men, but being a guy, he's keeping his options open. So it's like, are we going to be committed? I don't know, but I want happiness. I can't, I've got these passions, these two individuals that I feel feelings for, but it can either be a commitment or it can be like a total washout. So I think what's happening is that I actually had a boyfriend that would do this. When he wanted to break up with someone, he would take them on this extravagant vacation. Like that was like the booby prize for him then not breaking up with them. So I don't think he's being honest with you, and that's certainly something to take into account. But I don't think that means that he's not interested in you. I think it means that he is wanting to define his relationship with this person. Maybe he wants to get a little something. You know how men can be. They'll take whatever opportunities prevented. Yeah. Oh, you think you're the third person? I don't know. I think that he is. I don't know if you ever heard the analogy about there are people who are so insecure that they hold on to one branch while they're reaching for another one, like a monkey. So they won't let go of the one branch until they know for sure they got a hold of the other one. Yeah. So I don't know. I think, let them go to Nice, which I've been to Nice. Nice is nice. Go to Nice, and that's happening. Did she tell you that they're going to Nice, or did he tell you? Lily pad people. That's a good one. Um, After they go, see how his vibe is after they go, and see if it's changed towards you at all. That would be my guess. Um, and then you also have to decide if he was kind of trying to hedge his bets between the two of you, whether or not you want to continue to be involved with that person. That's up to you, of course. And as you know, you said earlier, free will does come into play here. So, yep. So we definitely got a committed kind of relationship. We've got an unfavored King of Cups, so someone who could be deceptive, who hides their emotions, who is like kind of I want to say a broken toy, um, but who ultimately wants to have that deep love and commitment in a relationship. Someone who's exploring their options for sure. And then we've got the Lovers reversed here, so we have kind of a negative thing, kind of the opposite of this one. So I really do feel like he's kind of feeling it out right now. Yeah, that's the important thing. So that's what I would have to say about that. I don't feel like there's anything that's unclear to me. Is there anything that you'd like me to clarify on this one? Yeah, but here's the thing about men, I think. Apologies to any men in the room. There was the millionaire matchmaker. She used to say, the penis does the picking. And so I've always felt like it's important to remember that if an opportunity is being presented, it's going to be really hard to resist. They may not even want to resist. So he may say she's not a threat, but that doesn't mean he isn't going to be physical with her. Yeah. I don't think it's if it were me, and it would be hard because trust me, I've had my drive to their house at 2 a.m. to see if they're there moments. But if it were me where I stand right now, I would be like, no, let's walk away now while the going is good. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that. It's not the most positive thing. Um, will you do me a favor and pick the number 1, 2, or 3 so I can give you an oracle card? Oh, yeah. You might be meeting other guys. Well, you're attractive young. Well, I know you're not. You don't think you're young, but to me, you're an attractive young lady, and you're in the fullness of your feminine power right now. Okay, so the card says the highest good. Embrace the journey with openness, trusting in the universe to lead you towards your greatest fulfillment. I really want to get clarification on this Lover's card before I let this go. I feel like it has more to say. So let me just shuffle real quick and do that. I'm just really nervous about a man who lies. Yeah. The thing about it is that he probably doesn't see it that way, but it's like I don't want to have to play games every time I communicate with this person. Wow. It's so funny. It's very Gemini of him to He wants to like keep his options open, but at the same time, he wants love and commitment. It's like, make up your mind, dude. Seven of Pentacles. So if the relationship were to go forward, there's definitely going to be a lot of work involved. So I don't know what your choice is going to be, and I don't want to be like the Taurus mommy that I can be sometimes and tell you what to do with your life. But I think you just have to decide what's best for you and what you want. Oh gosh, girl, I think you need to trust your instincts. That's the spirit. Oh, well, you'll have to let me know how it goes. People would say to me back when I used to date, back in my younger years, that, just, you should date, at least you'll get a free meal out of it. Well, why? So you say you have a deep connection. So what do you mean by that? Because you can have a deep connection I can have a deep connection with my plants. It is a lot of work. I feel like, for me especially, Geminis tend to be a lot of work. But you're an Aquarius, so that's a different thing. Just remember, Geminis, I believe, are mutable airs, so they're just all over the place sometimes, unless they have some kind of stabilizing influences in their charts. Oh, I see. Okay. So, but see, that's a connection you can have. I know you don't want to hear this, but you can have that same connection with a sister, a brother, a friend, you know. So maybe it can still be that deep connection, just maybe what you don't want. Oh, Moon and Leo. You like those Leos, that's for sure. You like those charming people. Geminis and Leos both have, they are talkers. They can really be charming. Yeah. But what do you want like a for now partner, or do you want a like forever partner? Because it feels like you're attracting the for now kind of people rather than the forever kind of people. So maybe that's something you can meditate on, is why is it I'm attracting the good time Charlie comes to mind, but I don't mean it that way. Why am I not attracting the forever people? Maybe the forever people don't catch your eye like they do. I am so sorry. I wish I could recommend someone that would be that Playboy jealous. Yeah, I don't know. I can't attract anyone at all, so that's not really true. I'm just oblivious. Um, hey, Zara, looks like you put a little icon there. But see, that's the problem. Maybe that's why he wants to define the relationship, because she's so far away. Maybe he needs to be looking elsewhere. I think you're going to definitely know when he comes back, because there'll be a big change in his behavior. That's my opinion anyway. All right, my dear friend, thank you so much for donating for this reading. I hope it gave you some clarity. I feel like you already knew the answers. I think my mind keeps coming back to that reversed King of Cups. I mean, yeah, it is. I almost want to do a spell for you to bring a lover into your life that actually is serious. First world girl problems. Yeah, right. First world girl problems. Oh my. My cards keep telling me that I need to get out there and meet someone. And I'm like, no, no. But whatevs. Okay, Zara, if you're still here, I'm ready to do your free reading unless you'd like to do a donation reading. Are you still here, my dear? And anyone else, the free reading sent today is Superflex TMI. Okay, Zara, give me 1 second. I'm gonna read Starry's message here. That's a very good boundary to have. I am okay with messy, Zara. What I'd like you to do is whoever or whatever you're wanting to know about a lack of communication with, I want you to breathe in and think of their name, say their name, and breathe out. Focus on the person or entity. So breathe in, say their name. Breathe out, focus on the person or entity. This is important. You're welcome, honey. I'll see you again soon, okay? Breathe in, their name. Breathe out, their face or the picture of the entity. This is super important that you and I connect on the spiritual plane, that you are actively participating in your reading. And that is, why isn't this entity or person communicating with our friend Zari? What's the haps? What's going on? What is going on? I know that Zari is focusing on that situation right now as I'm shuffling the cards so we can get a clear answer to the question, why are they not communicating? Let's see what we have here. Okay. We come out with the Seven of Wands, followed by the Page of Swords. And the final card is the Six of Wands reversed. And then we also have the Nine of Wands reversed. So, Seven of Wands. So someone is kind of disappointed. And let me say what I mean by that in a second here. They've got like a fight. They're standing up for what they believe in. They're fending off like competition, or they're fending off naysayers because they have picked a path and they are going to walk that path, and there are people getting in their way. And that is kind of messing with their head a little bit with the Page of Swords there. Because there's like, I picked this journey. I know this is what's right for me. I'm not getting support that I want. And then the last card there is the Six of Wands reversed. So when we have the Six of Wands, we're talking about someone who is kind of, they're feeling like they want support from. They feel like they're not getting support for their journey. And that's why they're kind of pulling away. So a lot of times what we have to realize is, and this is a weird realization that none of us, it's like when you think about it, it really messes with your head. Pretty much nobody thinks like you do. Nobody sees things the way you do. And so because of that, we have to meet people where they are. Even though we may think they're crazy or think that they're making a mistake or whatever, the important thing is for us to show ourselves as supportive, genuinely supportive and caring for their highest good. So I hope that you will do that for this person. They may have kind of pushed you to the side, but they may be willing to come back around if you can show support for them. Now, if you would like to go ahead and pick either 1, 2, or 3 for your oracle reading. 2. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart, and you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. Wow, that really gets me in the feels. One day, remember to keep your heart open, Zara, and believe that you deserve everything that is coming your way. Alrighty. Okay, honey. Thanks for coming in. It's always nice to see y'all. Don't forget to hit like if you haven't already. And I am coming up. You're welcome, honey. I'm coming up actually a little past my hour here in my live readings. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, say goodnight to all you lovely people. I'll remind you again that tomorrow I'll have my daytime reading under the energy of Jupiter around 4 p.m. Central Time, later than I normally do because I'm going to be running errands. And then I'll have my evening reading with the energy of Jupiter around 10 p.m. Central Time. And that's tomorrow, Thursday ruled by Jupiter. All right, my dears, I will talk to all of you and maybe some new friends too soon.